Tonight, we are learning more about federal cuts to HIV and AIDS programs right here in Tucson, which have left many resources in southern Arizona having to adjust their much-needed care.
13 News reporter Sean Mahoney joining us live outside of El Rio's location near Keno with more on the impact of these cuts. And Sean, tell us about the changes.
Yeah, well, Dan, Mary, El Rio Health is the largest care provider for HIV in southern Arizona, and they rely on federal funding from the Ryan White HIV and AIDS program for many of their services. But in just the last month, funding from that program was slashed, and with recent cuts in just the last week to HIV prevention from the federal government, doctors with El Rio say organizations who provide services like theirs will be severely impacted. El Rio Special Immunology Associates Clinic serves nearly 1,700 people in southern Arizona, providing essential wraparound care for many aspects of the lives of those who deal with HIV.
They are able to meet with a nutritionist, a caseworker, which is like a social worker. They're able to meet their medical assistant, their pharmacist. If they have behavioral health needs, they see a psychiatrist or a therapist.
But this past month, a portion of their Ryan White program funds were cut by 40%. It means their care, which they strive to have all resources under one roof, will now have to pull resources from elsewhere, which can make things more complicated.
Many of our patients are the most underserved, struggling with some of the most basic needs like stable housing, transportation to clinic, food subsidies.
While El Rio's larger health system has helped them manage these cuts, some other organizations aren't so lucky.
I can imagine a smaller organization would feel the brunt of those cuts even heavier if they're not able to outsource within the same system.
The Southern Arizona AIDS Foundation, or SAF, not only had $1.5 million in Ryan White funding cut this past month, but just last week, over $600,000 in federal funding for HIV prevention was cut from the Arizona Department of Health and Human Services budget. Officials with SAF told 13 News the funding loss will force a reduction in testing hours, food assistance, dental benefits, and possible loss of housing and rental assistance for nearly 100 people. They gave us this statement in part, quote, "While these funding cuts are a serious setback, our commitment to providing life-affirming care and advocacy for those living with HIV, LGBTQ+ individuals, and communities marginalized by society remains unwavering. Doctors say these cuts affect everyone who helps the HIV and AIDS community, help they are trying to preserve in whatever way they can moving forward."
I know when one of us hurts, we all sort of hurt together. So I think now more than ever with these cuts, it's really vital that we work hand in hand to ensure that we make every dollar stretch.
Now, officials with El Rio and SAF both say that they have had to reduce staff as a result of these funding cuts, with SAF saying specifically they've had to eliminate 14 positions as a result of these cuts. And the staff that remain at both these places say they've had to take increased workloads as a result as well. Reporting live on the South Side, Sean Mahoney, 13 News.